If new retail development is dead for a decade, as David Simon suggested in a recent conference call with Wall Street analysts, what are retail developers supposed to do now?
Well, we play around on the computer a lot. That's a lot of fun. You try to take care of your tenants. I mean, it's a tough time it's not just retail, it's office, it's industrial. We get a lot of calls from tenants, and they're struggling. They struggle, and you feel for them. Unfortunately, we still have mortgage payments to make. So I mean, you do what you can when you can. You analyze each request for a rent reduction or whatever it might be. But sometimes we get these form letters from national tenants, and it's kind of obvious that they're sending it to every single landlord in every single location across the country looking for rent relief. And, in those situations, we just say, well, send us your financials. We'll see how you're doing, before we do anything. So, the other thing we've been doing as a company is trying to expand, the things that are still out there and have needs. Asset management, it's a critical time right now for banks that have taken back real estate. They need professional help in disposing and stabilizing those assets. So you try to get creative in what you're doing. Development's right now a very small part of what we're doing. It's more, property management, leasing, tenant rep, so there's still opportunities out there, and there's still retailers that are expanding. Those that are focused on value-based, as far as their product mix. Walmart obviously still doing well. There's drugstores, and CVS and Walgreens are still expanding, although not quite as quickly as they were. So, you kind of have to flow with what's going on, and just do what you can to expand what business you can at this time. Yeah.
Does anyone else want to jump in on that one?
It's not a lot different for the office developers right now. I mean, they're pretty much in the same boat. We, at least Keystone La Crossing, which is 1.2 million square feet, Gretchen Mensch, who's out here, is the property manager. And it's pretty much every week we get a letter from somebody. Either they've moved out in the middle of the night and they're gone, they're going to move out, they can't pay rent in May. What do you do? Because you come back and you say, were you overpaying me when you were making a lot of money? And they really weren't. They were just paying the rent. So they've got a lease, and the tenants seem to talk too. So if you give somebody a discount and then they hear it at the water fountain, then why wouldn't the next tenant try to get a discount? So it's a real pickle. I think the best thing that developers are trying to do right now is just get their expenses in line with their revenue, and make sure that they're not overdoing the service part of the project at this point in time. So